Yes.
Smallville Spartans, and to the right of there is another sign.
Now this area right here, was this the Sears?
This was the Sears, yeah. We've actually got a scale model of the layout. They built the Sears here, and one of the reasons they chose Plano is this side of the street is empty, so they could build things and then destroy them. So down at the end of this parking lot was the 7-Eleven gas station. We've got the pumps from there. You can see the Smallville flag on the building there. And I walk by this quite often, and I just like, oh wait, okay, this was Town Hall with the hours and everything.
Which is interesting that they've kept that, you know, that's
Well, one of the things I wanted to do, and let's go inside.
a lot longer than that. Like I look at this
Oh yeah.
photo and stuff, and Plano is not Plano.
This is our old hotel. They're gonna.
Oh wow.
But just the life here, you know?
Yes.
They had on the street, look how
Your
old
cars,
this is.
1910?
There you go.
Hi, Kay.
So 1910?
Morning. I'm doing well.
1900? 1920?
Late 1800s.
Weird.
They would make in that period of time, wrote them a check, said, close your business, we're taking over, and they literally took over.
And I'm hoping that they paid them graciously, like.
Well, the folks told them what they made, and I'm sure they were gracious with their estimates. Involved in the planning process to build this scale model of how they did everything. So the Sears, that's that empty street right there. They just built the facade. Walk around behind it, it's just 2x4s and a skeleton, basically. Here's the depot where we're at. Across the bridge, that's where the Sears was. So at the end of the depot parking lot was the 7-Eleven. And I thought, I haven't seen the movie in a while.
I watched it last night. Any questions you have?
So did the train slide into the gas station first and then end up there?
No.
Or was that a
Went straight
plane?
into that.
Okay.
That's from
a plane.
That's from a plane, but also that gas station, the pumps was knocked down because that's where Zod
And blew up, and they're right there.
Oh. So, besides Sears, was any other name of businesses changed? Because I know the
They were.
First State Bank, I saw that.
Yeah, and there's little, when your son was here, just going around because it was nice weather, finding the little remnants of signs in the windows and things like that. I'd like to, and there's no reason not to do it other than my time, is do a little scavenger hunt where we could have a brochure and identify where we can find those remnants. Also, I think it'd be neat to have shots of the buildings from the movie and then say, go find that building, you know, and go inside and have them check off your little treasure hunt.
That's a great idea.
So this was a parking lot, so this was all built. Everything down here was built, that's also a parking lot. And then, of course, the Sears building.
I
So
won't film around. You stay here.
the reason they chose...
So, the train crash, did they actually put a diesel engine over there where as he walks out?
Well, here's a part of it. So it was, looks like a set piece.
Oh, okay. So
You know, I think they built it, just the weight of trying to maneuver that thing around. And this is plywood.
how long were they here?
Okay, how long were they here? A whole summer.
Wow.
Yeah, they were here like 3 months.
Yeah, I'd say about 3 months.
Okay, so what do we have down here?
Well, this is just various memorabilia and props from the
bottom
movie.
of
Now, we have a few of these. This is where the streets were torn up by a crash or, you know, somebody landing in the road and pushing up the asphalt. So that's what those represent. And they're just foam. We've got some here on the floor.
And this is the train, part of the train engine.
Looks like part of the train.
Good golly.
I thought we were walking outside.
All of the buildings that they destroyed, the set pieces, just styrofoam.
Wow. Movie magic.
It is, truly. Really, the set painters just did an amazing job. I mean, that looks like old.
And you got part of the wing.
Uh-huh.
Military discount, was that from the
That was in one of the stores. I'm not sure which one.
Kansas State Buy-in?
Got another sign there.
Oh, you got the whole cast assigned.
Yeah. This is kind of neat, this plaque. I thought this was part of the depot until I read it carefully. It's actually made out of wood. They did it.
We're doing it.
It looked like
It's on stop.
an old brass plaque.
That's it. I think it turned out pretty good. We did it.
And you got a Kansas flag.
And we got the canvas.
I'm getting a new one of these.
Because you're right at the
This is
same
autographed
Right,
by
and she's
Henry
called
Cavill,
back
I
today.
believe.
I'm sure they have them down the street. Now she's gonna order me one.
This one is one. It looks like it's one they bought.
So that's supposed to be an autograph? Okay. Look, when I was computer generated,
It's actually, yeah, the water tower exists. You can just step out on Main Street.
did they offer these props to you, or did you ask for them?
Some we asked for, some we left behind.
You see more and more and more in our town.
Some were just left behind.
It's
I think these were asked for, some of the bigger,
inflamed in
some of the
some
set
way
pieces and
because
bricks and that. were left behind.
police needs to have it funded everywhere. But they really brings from North Carolina.
And they've got actual numbers of 437 miles per hour.
They have 30 traffic.
Oh, crew parking?
And that was the code name for the movie. When they're, with the production in town, all the hiring of the extras, everything about the movie was codenamed Autumn Frost.
I did not even see that.
So and the movie may have had a working title at the time, but that was sort of the code for it.
Where was Video Man?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
okay.
can tell you, I'd have to watch the movie.
It is terrible. It is. My son-in-law was working with Honda and they sent him up here and others to work something in Aurora. They make some kind of part for Honda. And they weren't.
Over here,
But I got
34, to the
he
town of
redeemed
Yorkville, you see
himself.
Highway 47, you go
A little
south.
bit. But like I said, I don't
to-
know. He doesn't know. At all.
I used to go.
Not very far, just the southern end of town, Route 126. Oh, I don't want that.
Well, I've got a GPS.
Golf club on the left.
And he
Just past it on the south, or that'll be your right,
was asking about his insurance.
you'll see some trees and you'll see, it's definitely old wood looking barn and a couple out. And here's our, actually the fellow that took an even better photograph of this lined up. See, there's our Plano water tower. And the view down Main Street. So they basically dressed up the buildings that were here, put different signs, different business names, painted the windows, things like that, decorated it, but kept everything pretty much the same except this side of the street, because the only thing that exists on this side is the depot. They were able to build all these things then that they destroyed. And the Sears being actually built across a street allowed them to destroy that as well. So that was, I think, one of the reasons why they chose Plano, because we had a whole side of we had the Main Street look, but the other side of the street was open for them to build anything they wanted to destroy. Instead of doing a lot of computer-generated things, they actually destroyed things. They actually lit things on fire, stuff like that.
So when they do the Sears.
Yeah.
Once they filmed the diesel crash into it, that's it. They're not going to go back and repair it because they've missed a scene or reshoot anything.
Right.
That's
Some
one and
careful
done.
planning.
Yeah.
And they may. And if you look, that's for flames. It's a big old gas tank that they'll use for flames.
For the explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the explosion. So that was actually the parking lot down here. Temporary sign, so that didn't make it too much. And there's your code name, Autumn Frost.
For his daughter.
The helicopters flying around. So one of the things I thought would be fun is take stills of these as they were, and then have a little scavenger hunt and say, go
that's a good idea.
find the building today, and
I
go
agree.
inside and have the folks check off your little checklist. You can see the security fence. So yeah, it was past City Hall. There's City Hall right there. Here, we're at the far end of this street looking this way. So this is on, if you go down there and face this way, then City Hall's on the right.
Yeah,
There's the, what's a bar now with the flag on it, and there's the roof of the depot. Some of the debris. I mean, that's how big of an operation it is.
Yes.
Oh, this is out at the bridge on Route 30.
Oh, where the bus goes over?
That's that Route 47 and Route 30, so that'll be north on 47.
Is that the
There it
tornado
is right
scene?
there. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the tornado scene.
This is, you believe. Now, this is a few blocks off of Main Street. I didn't realize they shut down there by the church. This is the kind of stuff I look at, all the lighting equipment and everything. So, 7-Eleven. Yeah, there's Uncle Larry's. Now, they kept the same name.
That's actually the name of the place.
Well, now, you know what? Open during construction. They must have taken it down, because here they call it Hap's West Side Pizza, so that must have been temporary.
Gotcha.
And you have, and so this is Civil War era, I'm looking at that right there. And
Founded by Ezra Small in 1862.
Fort Baxter. So Fort Baxter's here, yes, so this is, it does, I didn't get in, but, so that's kind of fun.
Third, fourth term? We've been in there for a while. There you see how they could just
And so my friends was.
actually added on a second story there so they could destroy it.
She said, what's going on?
And there's
Oh, you know what? I said,
not sure exactly where that's at, but you can see that's set construction. Everything here on the second story is all set construction. So this is neat because it helps explain some of the different bricks that we have and where they may have come from.
So this is.
You'll see that cedar shape.
Yeah.
Elements of the big explosion when the 7-Eleven blew up, the gas station.
Yeah.
most of the people was very, very nice.
And these are storage containers, so
Good God.
that'd be part of the structure, and then they could just build off that. These are crew people.
Cheese, and, you know, that kind of stuff.
There's an army of people to take care of.
Oh, well, yeah, when I went to, it is an army of people.
This was the one that.
Lighting folks, sound folks, film crews, assistant
And
directors,
they made a
directors.
7-Eleven.
Here you can see how they
What are we building here?
literally just built it so they
That
could
is
destroy
spam.
it.
I have
Oh, it's a 7-Eleven?
spam call, I have my first
This is,
two calls at
according to the
7:59.
trees.
Really?
Yeah.
I got one yesterday too.
This looks like, no, it looks like the depot is over here. Yeah, there's the corner of the depot. So these are the buildings that they built there, that section to the right of the depot.
Uh-huh.
And you can see
Okay.
how they got the different elevations and windows here.
Yeah, some of it does, some of mine
Yeah.
does not. So,
The big tall doorway, it looks like it's blown open.
yeah.
But your tenant here,
Uh-huh.
and that's a former alderman, Bob Jones. I noticed his alderman shirt is actually here. He had that signed, and he must have donated that. Other than the autograph, I don't think it was actually in the movie. And this. So I know a little bit about this, and a lot of times what they'll do now is do little green markers, you know, like a chroma key green. But this allows the camera to track the movements because of this high contrast. These dots give them a shape, and then the computer can basically replace the person or costume them or whatever, but they have to follow the mechanics of a real person. I think there's a TV commercial nowadays about that where some people who are in a low budget did the signage.
I want to tell you somebody. I want to tell you somebody.
And that's right down the street here?
Uh-huh.
Okay. A yard sale and her
Yeah,
husband
you
is
can see
ladies
it's at
and
the,
husband.
just at the end of the street where the depot, so it's that end of the
Right.
street. This end of the street is,
I started giving it to my sister, because I don't.
Yeah.
I, you know,
City Hall's down here, the American flag, so City Hall's at the end of that block, down this street looking.
Or did they paint it?
No, they painted that.
Okay.
And that's why it says in the corner, you'll see welcome to Smallville.
Maybe
Smallville,
she
yeah.
has something in it at some point or what have you, but I.
I'd like, oh, there's a sense of the construction.
And the way they have you put, and my niece.
I mean, you know, these are
she's licensed.
real walls for the moment,
But she was
anyways.
telling me, like, when you look in where it is.
Carpenter too.
There's a side pocket, your hand goes in, it can come right out, and be ready to utilize, and I'm like.
It's foam and lath and real light plywood.
What's that supposed to be?
And she doesn't, you know, she's.
7-Eleven? Oh, looks
See,
like.
Dan, that is the 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the depot's right over here to the right of it. This is the depot parking lot.
Yeah.
And you'll see this.
The shrubs, yeah, you can see the
See the
shrubs
shrubs
on
down
the,
there at the end.
from the top view.
Uh-huh.
And she said you have to be prepared for that.
Looks like her.
Well, her double looked a lot like her. I think that's her double. I got to see her in the scene that I was in because that's when she was going to the Kent farm. So
Yeah, and asking the
talked to
Pete
her for a
Ross.
minute. Yeah. Got to talk to her for a minute.
For that?
They talk about the local businesses, local contractors, casting calls. Resolved, celebrate and acknowledge the city of Plano and its residents for its transformation into Clark Kent's adoptive childhood home of Smallville during the filming of Superman, Man of Steel, and be it further resolved that
Oh, she was. Okay.
Where did they put in the garage door opener? Well, apparently that was from the Sears store, like in the window. That's what they
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's what they claim.
Okay.
This is actually a flexible foam, a rubbery foam,
Oh, wow.
and that would be
That's fascinating.
that's torn up street. And some of the different bricks. I noticed this in some of the photos. That's sort of the more modern brick compared to some of the really
Wow.
old ones.
That's very cool back here.
And a lot more pictures here on this board.
We brought all the extras out here. And, we were trying to get one each of all the bricks.
You got a Darth Vader in the movie, too?
Out there.
No, you just,
Just laying on.
I don't know where he came from.
And then we have that big picture there.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
Now, they didn't come back
That's-
for
looks
any
like
shooting
I said,
during
they
Batman
wanted
vs.
to-
Superman?
And then this is what's
They
getting me.
did the house. There's the
Yeah.
house.
we had,
Oh, yeah, there's a house. There you go.
That ain't happening.
somebody,
Wow,
oh,
that's
here's
a,
something one day, he says, let's go down and look and see if there's anything down there. I goes, oh, no.
You guys could sell some of this stuff on eBay.
And if they.
Well, we actually had a fellow who just moved that had a collectibles store, and we have, maybe not,
And so that's what they do.
but you get a sense, you know, this
Looks
is
like it's
just,
got some scorch marks in it.
yeah, it does,
Yeah.
doesn't it? That's just the, and there's the depot, so this was just built in the parking lot of the depot. The Sears across the street,
Well, one day Carrie and I.
just different signage, you know, just
What's that you got in your
made
hand?
it small.
What's that one you got in your hand?
This is part of the
Put a
helicopters.
Christmas hat on it.
Oh my gosh.
Now, we had
Yeah.
an outstanding photograph here.
Impressed that.
It was actually one of the ex-mayors took it, but he wanted to give it to his daughter. It was a shot down Main Street
It comes
with
to
the big
Greensboro,
water
but
tower, and he used to
we
telephoto
are
lens, so
outside.
everything
We
looks
sure are.
close and flattened. You got the water tower and you got the attack helicopters flying in. It was so just amazing. Mud garage. You have to see the perspective in the movie. It looks
Yeah,
like
it says that one
looks
with
like
the-
they built it out, but that's one with the step roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Step roof.
And that's actually a hotel.
Smallville Hotel.
Smallville Hotel in the movie. Not sure what the store was. I think they made a number of different stores then.
Having those train tracks back there. This is so great.
Here's where I was talking about the awning being the cedar shape.
Oh, yeah.
We got it here.
Hey, you got some CPAs, Newkirk.
Yep. The optometrist.
Oh. Let's go.
I'm gonna get in trouble with McKenna if I say what I want to say.
There should be a road right here.
There's a road I can turn on and come back this way.
And this guy's gonna start his trying fight.
Yeah, just pull in, dude.
Against the wind.
We're trying to fly within that long, right?
No, it's the wind. They are. They're spinning their wheels. Get a piece of wood from the farm.
No. Just look, honey, watch. Stop. Stop. Just
I see it turn around real
why
quick.
can't we just put it in a cool mode?
Oh, there's got another car
Oh,
back
there's another
here.
car.
There's another person. They're probably selling yayo in the farm.
Oh, wait, there's an artistic. Wait, pause.
Hey, artistic.
Yes, it is. It's blowing in the wind. Mom will like it.
That's a sniper.
Hunt. How you feeling up there, McKenna?
She's okay out of the road up there.
Anxiety-wise or stomach-wise? It's okay. A true video editor.
Could edit me out.
Hang on, this video.
No.
I'll need Paul.
That's not passing the door. That's not the Plano. It's a sanitarium. You want to check it out?
No. Jerk. Halloween. Oh, you know what that means, guys.
No, what does it